Hey guys, it's Jackie from Jack Gets Lost on a Book Hole, and first and foremost, I want to say I'm loving Gotham this season. So if you're if you are a fan of the whole Batman saga and everything, you haven't gone to Gotham, you are missing out. I know a lot of people are getting pissy about what happened recently on the show and are saying it's bad writing, but I know what bad writing is, and to me, this is not bad writing. Okay? Yeah, there's times when TV shows make bad choices or make mistakes, and they have to fix it some way, and we may not like the approach they took, but it doesn't mean it's bad writing. I know, there are certain situations where, I've made it clear several times in my videos that I think Once Upon a Time is bad writing, but, for me, at least personally for me, and there are other people who agree with me from what I can tell, because there are people who still watch the show, that Gotham, it's not bad writing. It's not perfect, but it's not terrible, like some people seem to think it is. Because there are, unfortunately, some people, because I just heard recently that the ratings are bad. But, it's not bad writing. You don't know what good writing is, then, if you think that's bad writing. And you don't know what bad writing is if you think that's bad writing. At least to me, and it's just my opinion, my personal opinion, and if enough people think it's bad writing and start watching it, then that will mean that we won't get a season 5, and we deserve a season 5, okay? So, if a show like Once Upon a Time can still keep going, then Gotham deserves to keep going too. So, anyway, I just wanted to mention that. Okay, so this video actually is about Top 5 Wednesday. It's Top 5 Wednesday time. If you are new to Top 5 Wednesday, the Top 5 Wednesday is a group done by Goodreads. It's a Goodreads group created by Ginger Reads Laney and Sam from Thoughts on Tomes, and is currently hosted by Sam from Thoughts on Tomes. And if you don't know what Goodreads is, besides the fact it's if you don't know what Top 5 Wednesday is, it is a Goodreads group where they give you a specific topic where you do your top 5 of that particular topic. And it's every month. Each month they have, each week they have a different topic during the month. And this week's, and I will, first I will post the link when I'm done filming this. And second, this week's topic is your top 5 favorite fandom merch. Now, I don't have a lot of fandom merch because I'm kind of just starting to get into getting it because, I would just buy, books and movies and stuff. I wouldn't buy the fandom stuff. The only fandom stuff I really would buy is, and it's on here, on this list of mine, is, bookmarks and t-shirts. So, no, since these are in no particular order, I'm just gonna go with first to talk about the ones that I don't actually have those things, but I've seen them, other booktubers have collected them over the years, and I've seen them, at theme parks and stores and stuff. So, the first thing I want to talk about, which is technically number 5 when I typed up my notes, and that is... Oh, well, actually, technically I have 3 things on here that are kind of things that I don't have. But anyway, the first one is, the Afghans and the things that aren't exactly clothes, but, like book bags and stuff like that. I think that stuff is really cool, and it's a very practical way to show how much you love whatever fandom you're into. It's a way to decorate your room. You can show it off to your friends if it's a backpack or something. It's a very practical book bags especially, and Afghans are very practical, and and like I said, they're a way to show off your love for whatever show or movie or book that you're into, or by small chance play for it, and just show your love for it. This Christmas I actually asked for the Ravenclaw backpack, or not Christmas, for my birthday. My birthday's next month. I asked for that, and there's a Harry Potter's Ravenclaw Afghan that I asked for as well, because I want to show off my house, my Hogwarts house, because I am a Ravenclaw and I want to show my love for it, and that's how I like to do that, because like I said, I'm just starting to collect that kind of stuff. And unfortunately, I don't know if my mom or dad would necessarily get that stuff for me, because they think it's just clutter. Well, more so my mom than my dad. Like, my mom calls the Funko Pops creatures. So I end up spending my own money and getting those anyway, and unfortunately it is easier for me to buy a book than buy, a little Funko Pop, because I've always bought books, so it's a habit I've always had, so it's a hard habit to, well, it's not a habit I want to break, but it's hard for me to, expand my horizons. Like, when we go to conventions, I always look for a book, because they do sell books there. So there are authors who come to these conventions, not just comic book authors, but book authors as well, or at least the publishers. But my friend Terry did give me an idea that this year maybe we can make it a tradition and buy Funko Pops each year. So I'm definitely thinking about that, especially because I'm on a Gotham high right now, so I kind of want to get some more Gotham Funko Pops. Okay, so the next one is, I'm gonna go with number 4, and I thought I had one of these, but then I remember it's not that. But I was originally talking about those figurines, like the porcelain figurines. Like, they have a lot of Disney versions of those that you saw at the park, but they're really expensive. They're even more expensive, than t-shirts and Funko Pops and stuff like that. But they're just so beautiful and well crafted, and I just love them. I would love to have a collection of those. But, I don't have any room currently. I don't know where I would put them. So maybe if I ever move out and have my own place, preferably before my mom and dad, pass away. I don't like thinking about that, but I definitely want to. But if I do have my own place, I would love to have a collection of those. I don't know where I would get them at. I guess I would have to get them online, but then that means I would have to put my stuff online, if you know what I mean. But I just think they are so beautiful, and like I said, so well crafted, and just, and the closest thing I have to that is this action figure. So I know it's not those figurines, but I think, I recently got this action figure at one of the conventions I went to, because this is my favorite Batman villain. So I thought this is what I was talking about, but then I remember I looked at my notes and realized, no, I'm actually not talking about this guy. Guys like this. So, but yeah, but I love those figurines. I love, especially Kristen from Super Space Chick. She has a lot of those, a lot of the Disney ones, and I love looking at her collection. And I get very jealous because I wish I had those. Okay, so now let's get to the actual products that I do have. And number 1 in my notes are these little guys, these little Funko Pops. I love these Funko Pops. They're not too expensive, and they're small. Now some of them don't stand up, but most, that's the only problem, and I almost have to lean them against some of my hardback books, because they do have some of those. This is Ron and, oh wait, no, this is Belle. Sorry, this is Belle in the yellow dress. Which it's funny because it's the same actress who plays her in the live action movie. No, I meant to grab her. This is Hermione. This is from the Yule Ball costumes. I loved this dress. I wish it was the Periwinkle one, but they didn't have her in Periwinkle in the movie. They had her in pink in the movie. I guess, to make her stand out a little bit, make her like a Cinderella type figure. Thinking, oh, she needs to wear pink. I don't know. That's a weak explanation. I don't get why they made her dress pink rather than Periwinkle. Or it could be something as simple as they just couldn't get a Periwinkle dress. Although they could have dyed this one in the movie. But yes, Ron and Hermione. I am a Ron and Hermione shipper. Okay, I'm not one of those people who's like, Harry and Hermione should be together. Just because they have a good, yes, they have a connection, and they have a lot in common, and they understand each other pretty well. I know people find Ron incredibly annoying, and blah, 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 but I personally do not, I see Harry and Hermione as friends, like having a sibling-like relationship. I personally do not see the romance there. But anyway, that's a whole other story. Sorry, I keep getting off on tangents. And then I also have, out of these Funko Pops, that's just 2 of them that I have. I have quite a handful of these. Like I said, I already showed you the Belle one in the yellow dress, but I also have the Beast. I want to get the original Beauty and the Beast, the animated versions of these, or the Funko Pops from the animated version. I love to get those as well, and I love to get some of the enchanted objects too. And let's see, I want to get her ending dress, the dress that she wears at the end of the movie after the celebrating, that she's saved them from the curse and everything. I don't know what it was, just the ball they decided to have because they wanted to celebrate the fact that they're free. I don't know, but the dress that she wears at the finale, I want to get that one. And then I know after the little speech I made in the beginning of this video, but I do have the Rumple Funko Pop and Belle in the red outfit from season 2, because I feel loyalty to this couple despite the direction it went and how I personally feel like they destroyed Belle's character. So obviously I'm more Team Rumple in this case, but there shouldn't be teams. It shouldn't be divided. It shouldn't be Rumple versus Belle, but the problem is how the writers ruin these characters. They ruined both the characters so they both look bad to each of the sides. And it shouldn't be like that. We should love the couple. They should work well together. And clearly Belle does not, the way they wrote Belle, she doesn't know how to handle someone who's probably going through PSTD. No, not probably, is going through PSTD and is struggling. Okay, but apparently these writers don't know how to write a character that respects and can handle that. I mean, she's in a relationship. I mean, are they just trying to show a person who's bad at handling that? Is that what they're trying to do? Which they shouldn't be doing, because she's his true love. She is his true love no matter what those guys say. Sorry. I just have very strong feelings on the show. I'm trying to move on and trying not to dwell on it, but my feelings about it have reignited because I did rewatch season 1, because I have season 1, and that personally was the best season to me. So I'm gonna shut it now so I can get through this video. But yes, so I do have the Rumple and Belle Funko Pops from the show, despite my feelings about the show. And then the last 2 I have. Oh, you're not gonna follow me. Spike. I don't have a Buffy or an Angel or a Willow or a Xander or a what's her name? His girlfriend, Drusilla. I don't have any of those, but I do have Spike because he's my favorite on the show. So I have a Spike one. But obviously it's not the one his vamp face. I would love to have that one, so I can do performances with these guys. Yeah, it's like those dreams I have where I pretend I still have my Barbies and I have an urge to play with them again. Because I was a Barbie fan. I collected them. And I have Oswald, but like Spike, he doesn't have anybody. He doesn't have an Ed or a Jim or a Bruce or anything, or any of those guys. Or even Grundy / Butch, he doesn't have any of those guys, unfortunately. But I'm hoping to get one. I want to get the show, Gotham's version of the characters. Although I do like that the figurine I showed, the action figure I showed you, I like that version of Riddler too. That costume and everything. But, I want to get the Horribles crew. If you've been watching season 4, you know what I'm talking about. Of course, although if you are a Batman hardcore fan, then maybe you already know who the Horribles are anyway, even if you haven't been watching the show. So I want to get those guys, and I want to get like Jim and Bruce and all of them. I want to have a whole collection. I want to have the whole cast of Gotham in Funko Pop version. But since they don't have any partners, I put these two together because they both are very similar, and they would go well with Rumple too. I think they could have a little trio, and I feel like they're very similar. And Loki too. If I had a Loki action figure, I would put Loki with these guys as well. But then they might not get along because they're all very similar. So yeah, but either way, I put these guys together. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about, okay, good, he's staying. Okay, what else do I have? I guess next I will talk about that Fandom merch is these. Is bookmarks. I love Fandom bookmarks. It's so, again, this is another practical Fandom merch. I love bookmarks. I'm currently using some of the Harry Potter ones right now. These particular ones, these are those magnetic ones. Although they're made of the material they're made out of is not always, it can easily be ripped. I mean, if you look at my Gryffindor one, because I put too many pages in between because these are the smaller ones, you can't put as many pages in these. But and I have quite a few Lord of the Rings ones. Like here's a Frodo one with the sword. And it's from the movie, obviously. And then here's a Hobbit one. The whole Thorin Oakenshield Company. And then I have this one. I love these ones where they're like kind of three-dimensional. I think those are really cool. Here's one of the White Witch from the Narnia books/movies. And this is from this bookmark. I unfortunately gave away this book because the only problem with buying books from the conventions is that they're books that haven't been put into stores yet. So it's like I have to buy the book online on like a special website. So I should learn by now not to buy books from conventions unless it's like the whole series. Because then it won't, it's like I would have to get it online. But this is a bookmark from this series. I can't remember. Oh, the Malja Chronicles by Stuart Jaft. It was a post-apocalyptic fantasy series. I read the first book, and it was good. I was entertained by it. It was really cool. But again, it's one of these books that I had to buy. I would have to buy the next book online. And it's just easier for me to buy a book in stores unless I, ask my mom to get it for me. And here's a one from Wicked, referencing Wicked. Or not Wicked, I'm referencing Wizard of Oz. This is Wicked. You say like Wicked like it's a bad thing. And here's one of my early ones. Here's the problem with these ones is the tassels come out if I'm not careful. I accidentally untie the tassels. But here's the Pirates of the Caribbean one. It has all three of the main. Here's another one from, again, another book series that's, like, I got it at the convention last year. And it was good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool. But again, I would probably have to buy the next book online. You are not falling on me. It has both the author series the author that it was actually, I think it was actually the publisher who was at the convention that was selling these books. The Shadow of the Dragon King, which is about a boy. I think it was a middle grade book about a boy who discovers he is it's two people. They have to fight a dragon. It's centered around two boys, two chosen boys, and they have to fight a dragon, an evil dragon, and all that good stuff. And then on the back is the other series that I didn't check out because at the time I was kind of more interested in dragon stories. So I might just stick with the actual like toys, like the Funko Pops. Of course, that will probably fall through again. Because even though I told my friend Terry to make sure I didn't, that fell through. Because I still bought a book. And here's an Alice in Wonderland one. So those are cool. So I have a whole bunch of those. Those are easy because again, they are practical and very resourceful. And for, they're a way to, it shows not just your love of movies and TV shows, but also your love of books. It combines the two forms of storytelling that you love, which is really cool and perfect. And they're cheap. A lot of times they're cheap. Okay, so the last of these 5 things that I want to talk about that are my favorite Fandom merch are the t-shirts. T-shirts are so easy for me to buy, and I can wear them on a regular basis. This is an Alice in Wonderland t-shirt. I'll have to refold these if it says "We're all mad here" with like some of the main symbols from the Alice in Wonderland storyline. The Mad Hatters have the tail of the Cheshire Cat, the pocket watch that the White Rabbit has. When he's like, I'm late for a very important date. Okay, and this was before I started hating the show. But here is a t-shirt that Mom got designed for me from Once Upon a Time. It wasn't from the actual ABC store or anything. You can kind of tell it's not. But here it says Rumbell and then Once Upon a Time. It's kind of like a sport. It looks like a sports shirt, like a sports team shirt. Like my parents' team, baseball team, is the Nationals because we are originally from. Well, we're not actually from Washington D.C., but we lived outside of Washington D.C. So their team was the Nationals. So it kind of looks like that. It kind of looks like the Nationals W. And then here is a Supernatural t-shirt with the symbol, the tattoo, and the words saving people, hunting things, the family business, and unfortunately because it's black and I have 2 dogs, it's covered with hair. And then I have a Harry Potter one with the Gryffindor Common House. I can't at the moment. I can't. The emblem or whatever it's called. I can't remember what those things are called. And I have 2 Doctor Who ones. I have one with the TARDIS that's being blown up, painted by Van Gogh. But I also have this. Oh, you smell. Here's my other Doctor Who one. This is the one that says the Doctor is my boyfriend. I have this one. Oh, sorry. I'm sure you can see my dog's butt. This is an Oswald t-shirt that my friend got me when the show came out. Gotham show came out. They made this t-shirt. So I have that one, and actually my mom bought it so I could, and I bought one for my friend, or no, actually I bought her the Funko Pop. I bought her the same Oswald Funko Pop that I have, and then she bought the t-shirt. One for each of us. And I also have this t-shirt that says, I'm a book drunkard, which is really cute. I'm going to have to refold all these. This is another Alice in Wonderland t-shirt that I have. But I just love these because they're very practical. It has Alice silhouette, and it has the Curiouser and Curiouser that she says. And then this is a Lannister t-shirt, the Lannisters t-shirt from Song of Ice and Fire series or Game of Thrones, for those of you who watch the TV show. It has their little motto. The Lannisters send their oh wait, that's not their actual motto. That's what they say when they kill the Starks. Catelyn Stark and Robb Stark. That's what they say to them when they kill them at the wedding, the infamous Red Wedding. There's that one. And then I have a Beauty and of course, I was shocked that I hadn't already bought a Beauty and the Beast one, so I finally got one I think it was last year, or it might have been 2016. This is from the animated one, not a Rumble one. It's from the animated. And then last but not least, and I have plenty more t-shirts, but these are the ones. I don't read John Green's books. I haven't read any of them, but I did like what this one says, which is, if you don't imagine, nothing happens at all. If you don't imagine, nothing happens at all. I don't know how to say that one. But yeah, I love what it says on here. So even though I don't read John Green, I still, was all like, I want to keep it. I love it. So if you read John Green, then maybe you'll recognize the quote. And it actually says it on the t-shirt. It's from Paper Towns. So that's the last thing. That is the easiest thing for my parents to get me. It's not cheap, but they're nice, and you can wear them like for PJs, or you can wear them, hanging out around the house when you're doing chores, or you can wear it like when you go out and hang with your friends. Okay, so this video is really long, so hopefully I won't have to remake it, because I could potentially be called into work, and I'll never get a chance to make it. So that's my fandom merch. Like I said, if you are interested in doing Top 5 Wednesday, whether it's just for fun, or you want to actually join the Goodreads group, I will post the link to the Goodreads group. And, if you aren't going to do it, whether you're going to do it or not, please feel free to share in the comment section below what your favorite fandom merchandise is. And if you like this video, be sure to give a thumbs up. And if you haven't, and you like this video, and you like all my other videos, then please tongue-tied here. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys later. Love you guys.